So I learned patience from prison. Now, the thing about that is prison didn't break me, it taught me patience, but it can break some people. 12 years, 85%. I did it. I stood on it. Thing about the streets is you can be caught up at the wrong place at the wrong time. I still got partners out there. You can't expect everybody to see things the way you see it when everybody didn't go through what you went through.
Real topics, real stories, real events. Get my real output.
Welcome back to another episode of Real Talk with Illa Gezey. This is episode number 9. We are finally at number 9. Just wanted to tap in on this episode about how prison taught me patience. You know, it's about my transformation into society that I didn't see coming. And it's not a quick fix. It's playing for the long game. And, you know, y'all heard me talk about accountability. Y'all heard me talk about forgiveness, including self-forgiveness. I feel like patience and discipline go hand in hand. I just wanted to explore with y'all about how prison taught me patience. Bear with me. Now, this isn't just primarily focused on I learned how to wait. No, it's about growing mentally, waiting on everything, not just waiting. You waiting on everything, losing control, learning discipline. You know, it's just teaching you all the perimeters that you have to go through prison-wise when learning patience. And my whole goal, my whole take is for people to not go to prison to learn some of the things that I've learned. I learned accountability from prison. I learned forgiveness from prison. And I learned discipline and patience from prison. Yeah, some of the stuff is already installed in you from growing up. You know, it's some of the traits and things that your parents will teach you as well. But as an adult, some of these things you have to go through and really learn and develop these things on your own. So it can kind of form you as a human being. You know, you learn how disciplined you are as a person. You learn how patient you are as a person. These are traits that you will learn over time. You know how some people snap like that? They have no patience. Maybe they need to work on their patience, because you wouldn't want to get sent off somewhere to where you have to learn how to work on your patience. Nah, just work on it yourself. Work on it daily. This thing don't come overnight. I remember talking to somebody about anger management, and I'm like, I learned that in prison. I went to anger management 2 times. They didn't fix me the first time, but I went through it 2 times, and I told somebody, like, you're going through what I used to go through. I used to snap. I used to be mad fast. Now when I get mad, it's a build-up, and I'm working on that. That's something else. But let's talk about some of the things that you have to wait on in prison, where they force patience on you, whether you like it or not. Let's talk about a few of them things. So some of them things are food. You have to wait on food. You have to wait on breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You do not go down there when you're hungry. It don't work like that. Not in our prison. They make the food. They call your dorm or they call another dorm, and you have to wait on your dorm to get called for food. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Don't let it be a lockdown. When it's a lockdown, they got to bring you the food. Some yards you still had to walk. You was just walking in an organized setting, but which made it take even longer. And when they bring you the food, now you got to wait for them to pass it out, door by door. It's so. Sometimes it make you mad just to have to wait on these simple things. But these are some of the things that you have to wait on. You have to wait on showers. You got 100 and I don't want to be wrong. some dorms are bigger than other dorms. Just say you got 120 inmates in every single dorm. Some dorms got 4 showers. Some dorms got like 8. No matter which one it is, 8, 4, whatever one it is, you got 120 inmates. Imagine being locked down over the weekend. Friday, you might have went in early. Saturday, Sunday, you locked down. Monday, everybody want to come out for a shower. That's like when we have a long lockdown, like a 3-4 day lockdown where nobody came out for nothing at all. Everybody trying to take a shower. And guess what? They trying to take a shower. They trying to go to medical. They trying to also go eat lunch. You know what I'm saying? It's so much you trying to compact within them few hours that they trying to give you that it really don't register that patience really matters. Some people have to wait on the exact shower that they want because you have some showers that's flooded. Now you got to be extra patient and wait on this one shower that ain't flooded, but it's 10 people lined up at that shower. You might miss lunch. You might, because you got to catch that shower. Wait on mail. You have to wait on mail. You don't go get your mail from the mailbox. Nah, they have to bring the mail in, call it out, and you wait on your name to see if you got mail. That's how mail is. It's just all about waiting. Like I just spoke on lockdowns. You can't rush the lockdown. You could be locked down for a week or 2. You could be locked down for a day or 2, depending on what it was. Sometimes they lock you down because ain't nobody turning their sheets to be washed. They lock you down. The dorm lockdown. They'll lock you down if they find a pack on the yard. Yard lockdown. If it's a stabbing, fight, death, anything, they find reasons to lock you down sometimes. Just to lock you down. And if you ain't got that kind of patience and still didn't, man, I've seen so many people beat on the door, kick the door. They have no patience because they don't understand what's going on. Like this, you don't run this. This ain't your sector. They got full control. Once they lock that yard down and lock them doors, you better have a TV or a phone. That's all I can say. You have to wait on visits. Not only do you have to wait on your visit, let's start from the beginning. When you get in prison, you have to fill out a form, or you have to send a form to your family, let them fill it out, then they have to mail it back in, and then they have to be approved to get on your visitation list. That's the process. So that process alone, from your first day in prison, mailing your slip off, or just being patient again, waiting because they ain't got no more slips. Oh, we gotta make some more copies. Immediately being patient. So you gotta wait on that, send it off, wait on your family to send it to the main building for visitation. Wait 30 days or more for them to approve your family member. And then you have to wait on your family member to decide what day they can come. Because when I was there, business was like Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. But different yards do different things. Like you might have A through J. Your last name start with an A through a J. Your visit will be Friday, and your visit will be Saturday. And then whatever the next one will be Sunday. And then they rotate the next week. They constantly change it, so I don't know how them boys doing with their visits now, but that's just one thing. You have to wait on the nurse. You have to wait on sick call. If something wrong with you and you ain't losing blood, like drastically, you have to fill out a form. And then you have to turn it in. And they may not get that form today. They may get that form the next day and may call you on 2 days after that. By the time they see you, you done fix your damn self. That's something you gotta wait on. You gotta wait on the nurse. You gotta wait on medication. If they ain't got your medication in stock, you gotta wait on it to come from the head pharmacy in Columbia. Man, these things will, especially a medical issue. I've seen some guys have serious medical issues and can't get them taken care of because they say, man, put a sick call in. Man, I hate to see those types of things, but I remember having a toothache, man, and out here, man, if you got insurance, you got some of these dentists do like walk-ins and stuff like that if they not busy. They don't do walk-in nothings. No. You gotta fill out a sick call to be seen, unless you done got bloody and stabbed up and all kind of stuff like that. Another thing you gotta wait on is canteen. You gotta wait on your canteen. Now, it's different variety of ways they do this. Different yards, different facilities, different places do things different. I remember in the county jail when I started learning my patients. In the county jail, you had to have money on your account by Tuesday or Wednesday, I believe. I can't remember. It's 2011 when I was in the county jail. But you had to have the money on your account. And by Wednesday, you would place your order. They would take the money out Thursday. And Friday, they would bring your canteen. So you need to have your money on there. Because at that time, I think they did money orders. I can't remember. I think they did money orders. So it took like a day or two to process. So once the money hit on your books, you want it to be on your books by Wednesday. You place your order on that Wednesday. They take the money out your account on that Thursday, and your canteen arrives that Friday. If that ain't patience, I don't know what to tell you. Man, and then when in prison, man, the canteen line can be long. I think I done showed y'all one of my out of stock lists. It's an out of stock list, and it show you all the items they out of stock on, or it show you all the items that they have in stock. But yeah, it's just letting you know, look here, we ain't got ice cream, we ain't got chips, we ain't got burgers. Limit yourself on jelly beans. Limit the one on jelly. All this type of stuff. Bro, tell me. Patience. So not only do you have to wait on the canteen, mail, food, you got to wait on the officers to unlock your doors. They had manual. You know, I've seen some on TV where they hit a button and they unlock all the doors at one time. Our technology didn't build up to like that in South Carolina Department of Corrections. So you have one officer will walk around manually unlock 64 doors manually. So if you number 62, 63, 64, you watching them patiently unlocking doors. Don't let them take their time. Don't let them stop at room 24, then get distracted at the front door to have to talk to somebody. Oh man, if that don't teach you patience, I don't know what will. Yeah, so those are some of the things in prison that you have to be waiting on, like even doctor's appointments. You have to wait on a doctor. You have to wait on a dentist. You have to wait on the chaplain. You have to wait on everything. You have to wait on everything. Even when you get out of prison, the day you get out that morning, you gotta wait. They wake you up like 4, 5 o'clock in the morning and put you up front. Guess what you have to do? Wait about 3, 4 more hours. 3 or 4 more hours you gotta wait to be released. So the whole prison process is about patience. The whole process, whether you like it or not, is about patience. Now, prison taught me patience, but patience can save your life. Know and understand. Patience can change things. Man, listen, I can tell you an example. On how another example on what prison taught me within the patience sector. I remember buying my first phone. Now, buying my first phone, I had to send the money off to somebody I don't know, to somebody I've never seen, and then you have to trust someone that you just met in prison. Yeah, you want to say it's your homeboy, it's your partner, it's your gang, whatever it is to you. He from your town, whatever it may be. You don't know him. Now, if you know somebody, it makes the process a little smoother. But if you don't know nobody, you just got to get to know a person. This person gonna put you on to their people. These people got phones in a whole nother dorm. They want $1,000 and they want you to send it first. They ain't bringing the phone. They ain't doing nothing. They might have pictures of the phones, but they ain't doing nothing else. So, patience. And not only do you send that $1,000 off, once you send it, it's like, all right, well, you ain't gonna be able to get it today because this is a bad shift, or you don't, or shoot, the yard locked down, or yeah, we got a bad officer in here. I ain't pulling nothing out today. You gotta wait to such and such shift, and then we'll pull it out. I remember one guy, he ain't pull his phone out until 5 o'clock. He ain't pull his phone out until administration leave. So he ain't pull his phone out. So even, see, he had things for sale, but he wouldn't even pull his phone out to use it. So boom, you gotta wait anyway. If you send him the bread, you better send it, because he probably ain't gonna have that minute. So you send your bread, you wait on your phone, you wait on whatever you paid for to come to you, or you send somebody to go get it. Either way, it's still patience, because you can't just go get it when you want to get it. You can't just walk in that person's dorm when you want to walk in it. I'm telling you, that patience is serious. So it changed my mindset. I had to stop reacting fast. I had to think before I react. I had to not lose emotional control. And just realize that rushing can cause problems. I remember one situation where I bought an ounce of marijuana from across the yard. It's somebody I've been dealing with at this point. I've been all the way in the game so long. So, you know what I mean? Somebody I've been dealing with. I trust him. He trusts me. Send my bread. He said, you want it today or tomorrow? Because the yard locked down. I want it today because everybody hitting me up. He said, bet. I'm going to see if I can get such and such to bring it to you. Shit kind of tight right now, but I'm going to see. If not, you have to wait till tomorrow. I'm cool. All right, bet. But I want it today. All right. Me still being impatient. He sent it by somebody. The person he sent it by, I'm watching them get shaken down in the middle of the yard. That person went to lock up. I told him, yo, I see such and such. You sent it by such and such? I see him getting shaken down in the middle of the yard. He like, oh, no. But you know what? He messed with me so much. I sent him so much bread. He was like, bro, don't even worry about that. I'm going to get you taken care of. I'm going to send another one to you tomorrow. Boom. Everybody don't act like that. Everybody, some people say, all right, you got somebody to come get it? If not, I got to pay somebody to bring it to you. Or you can't get this today. You got to wait on a certain shift. You got to wait on the yard to come off lockdown. You can send your bread now, but you got to wait on the yard to come off lockdown. You got to wait on such and such to work in here. You got to wait on Monday. It's so much you got to wait on, to where it's like, you better learn patience, bro. You better. Because if not, it's forced on you. And it'll drive you crazy. And it'll make you want to crash out. And the worst thing you could be is a crash out. Don't be a crash out. You know what I'm saying? So you got to find that balance. That's what it's mainly about. It's about finding that balance and not feeling stuck. Yeah, it can be frustrating, you know, watching days crawl past, marking days down. I never marked days. I did my time without knowing what year it was almost. Just doing my time, just doing it. And, you know, that's how I just didn't let the time get to me. But the time still get to you a little bit. You just have to learn how to grow. And that's the main thing. Now, how patience taught me how to win in the real world, man, I know how to handle disrespect way better than some of these people. I know how to handle situations way better than some of these people out here. And I elaborate on this, uh, but I waited 6 months before I was even start applying for jobs. Then I started noticing how fast people turned me down because of my record. But the main thing to do is to stay focused and don't crash out. Be patient. Keep your faith in God. You know what I'm saying? And keep pushing. Just keep pushing. Keep grinding. More people lose in life because they can't wait. You know? More people lose in life because they can't wait. Prison taught me how to wait. I learned how to, once I started doing stocks in prison, I started learning how to do stocks while I was in prison. Them people do not hit overnight. No, that's a patient person. I could have invested in Bitcoin when back in like 2016 when I was first into it, looking at it. Didn't know all about it. Didn't know all about how to even buy into it all the way. But what I did know was it's about 5,000. Waited 2 more years. It shot up. I'm like, oh, it's about patience. In 2018, I learned stocks. 2019, I started putting my money into the stock and just learning. Patience goes with real estate, stocks, businesses, any small business that you open. It's all about learning the patience, you know? Anything you do in life, even with this podcast, I'm not looking for overnight success with this. No, I'm slow grinding this. I'm learning as I go. I don't want to shoot from 0 to 100 from this podcast. So my success is all about me being patient. So now prison taught me patience, but they took my freedom. So they took my freedom, taught me patience, taught me discipline, and discipline is what's building the successful person that I am right now. So my main goal is each one teach one, and all I need to reach is one. Each one teach one, and all you need to reach is one. You reach one person, you did your job. So do your part, and it could be a domino effect. Maybe you can't reach those other guys, but maybe you can reach this guy, and maybe he can reach 100 more people that you couldn't even reach at all. And I think that's the growth. That's the knowing and understanding part. And my main thing and my main concern when pushing these important, impactful topics is you don't have to go to prison to learn the things that I've learned. You don't have to go to prison to learn forgiveness, accountability, patience. You don't have to go to prison to learn these things. Just take your time, take a deep dive into it, and work on yourself. In your spare time, work on yourself, and I promise you, you'll see the growth. You'll see it, you'll notice it, other people will notice it, and you'll position yourself to evolve and be a successful person. I'm mad that I had to go through prison to learn some of these things, but guess what? God do everything for a reason, and I truly believe that. So if the reason was for me to show someone else so that they don't have to go to prison to learn patience, or they don't have to learn, they don't have to go to prison to accept self-accountability. You don't have to go through what the next person go through to learn from that experience, to take up on that knowledge. You don't have to go through what they went through. They can just teach you and put you on game. So this has been another episode of Real Talk with Illa Gezey. I'm always pushing positivity. I'm always pushing growth. I feel like we should grow together, learn together, and anything that I know and can expand on, I will. I'm all about showing someone, because I know when I don't know something, I'm going to ask. Because everybody ain't just going to openly show you. So closed mouth don't get fed. Sometimes you just got to ask. So I appreciate y'all rocking with me. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. This has been episode 9 of Real Talk with Illa Gezey. Stay tuned in to episode 10. And episode 11 is going to be a big one. I'm not going to expose it. I ain't going to expose it. But thank y'all for tuning in. Welcome to another episode of Real Talk with Illa Gezey. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all, man. Like, comment, subscribe. See y'all next time.